So we're here today. We actually were just planning, Daniel and myself, to catch up with Kyle Armstrong from Whaletail to have a bit of a conversation, and we thought we'd just record it for all of your benefits. So firstly, thanks guys for coming. Like I said, I'm Nathan Shanks. I'm a local member for the town of Gawler. I have Kyle Armstrong, who is the local artist, well known around the place, and the owner of Whaletail. And I've got Daniel Down, who is actually a local photographer, admin of a couple of very successful Facebook pages. Gawler, I'm from Gawler, and Gawler and Photographs, of course, and the Gawler street art community. So I guess we're probably going to put you in the hot seat first, Kyle, just around process. Right now we're sitting in front of one of your beautiful pieces. I guess the question on our mind is, how did this come to existence? How did you be engaged by a client, and how are we now sitting in front of it?
So with this particular mural here, I wasn't engaged by the client, but they'd put it out to Facebook for everyone to see, and every time I drive down the main street of Gawler here, I'd see this pergola, and particularly in the warmer months, the sunlight would shine down and create all these shapes and patterns and very strong lines and shadows. And so I just came in and saw the manager and told him what I wanted to do, and put a concept together and explained how the light is going to work with all the different lines, and wanted to make it colourful, and also with the girl with the glass of wine relate to the hotel, because we've got Chibo here as well. So and Golden Fleece is paying for it, of course. So once I'd come up with that, I gave them an idea of what it was going to cost. And they said go for it, and then it was a matter of going through the council for approval. And there she goes. So
did you draw this up on a smaller scale, and then it was presented to council to be able to approve it? How did that all come about?
Yeah, fairly rough idea, like fairly rough drawing of what it was going to look like. And
Did you find the process easy?
This one it was, but you get a lot of clients that will actually approach you. And then you might do 4 or 5 concepts before you actually get the green light. And so most of your time for a job like any mural is actually just getting it all set up, ready to go, getting the approval. And once you're doing it, that's the quick part.
So they didn't necessarily approach you, it was like, here's our wall, what can you guys come up with?
Yeah, and so I just came and saw them direct.
You drive past it every day?
Every day I see it differently, and then that's how I come up with that. So
yeah, that's awesome. I guess the main question that, as you know, we've got a little bit of interest around the Gawler street art community, Facebook page and everything. Council's buy-in and whatever, it's all going to come down to the dollars. Are you able to give us a bit of a range on what something like this costs, without putting you in the hot seat too much, but can you give us like it's between this and this for this sort of design?
Yeah, this one in particular was sort of in the $4,500 range. So, I mean, like paints are quite expensive, and then it's your time to do it. It does vary. I mean, there's stuff that's got a lot more detail, stuff that's a lot more simple. It's kind of a. You don't want to give all your secrets away, because you don't want to underquote yourself, outquote yourself on something else. So, it's probably different for everyone,
to be honest, coming from an estimating background, that to me seems quite reasonable, if not cheap.
Sometimes you don't know what's quite involved until you do it. So.
Until you start going, exactly. I mean, the unique asset that you now have given this hotel and this area, you put a price of only $4,500 is really fantastic.
So when you have a concept of, a small picture, do you have an idea then of how much it will sort of cost?
You've got a sort of ballpark figure in your head, and then it's just a matter of working with the client to make sure they're going to be happy, and sort of sometimes you can sort of go a little bit either way and just come to some kind of agreement and
charge up.
Yeah, I was going to say you can be a bit flexible sometimes, or
sometimes
don't want to be too flexible.
Yeah, it is hard because you can charge a certain price, but if you lessen the price, the hardest thing for me is like I still want to do it the same as I wanted to do it. So like compromising sometimes isn't an issue. or is the issue. You know, you don't want to compromise because you want to give them the best thing, and if you put yourself out there, and at the same time, like, yeah, it's got to kind of.
Got to work within budget constraints to a degree, but
it is difficult.
Yeah, I mean that's like any industry, isn't it? Like you know, from a building background, the same again. It's like, do you want the cheapest builder or do you want the best building? Yeah. You know, tattoo artists are the same. Yeah. You're seeing the same mentality. So, yeah, as long as you've got enough in the kitty to deliver the unique asset, then I reckon that's really good. Look, I think our beers are getting a bit low, and
I think
we might leave it there. But look, thanks again, guys, and
no worries.
yeah, we'll see where it takes us.
Not a problem. Look forward to the next.